Hi, I'm Sylvia Moore. Joining me today is our executive chef, Gus Eunice. Gus, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, a lot of people don't know Gus, so we're going to get to know you a little bit, and then we're going to talk dining services. Everybody wants to know what you have to say about that. So, Gus, you don't have an American accent, so I'm going to guess you were born elsewhere. Tell us where you were born, where you grew up, a little about your background.
I was born in Lebanon. I spent my I went to school in Lebanon for my bachelor degree, and then after that, during that I was working in Lebanon, like hotels and restaurants and all that, and then after that I moved to Europe, to Switzerland, and then from Switzerland to Australia. Wow. So when I attended more higher schools, higher degrees. So I'm Lebanese. I lived in Europe, I lived in Australia, and then I moved to America, you're saying 21 years ago. And this is it. So I speak the languages. I speak the French, Arabic, and the English for sure. And I can read Spanish, but I can understand Spanish, but I never practiced. But I studied Spanish language too. So this is me.
It's good to be multilingual.
I'm the
That's
fourth
great.
kid in a family of 5. We have 4 boys and one girl. So I'm the 4th boy, and then my sister is younger. That's it.
What were your degrees in? Something culinary or?
Yes, it was my bachelor degree was in hospitality and tourism administration. My postgraduate diploma was in culinary art, and my master's degree was in hospitality management. So during the hotel management school, usually the first 2 years you always go through culinary art too. So culinary art has been with me since day one in hotel management school. Before that, I attended medical school.
Oh, really?
For 2 years.
Switch.
So I was a smart boy at school, and so my parents were always like, "Oh, you gotta be a doctor. You gotta be a doctor. You're gonna be a doctor." And so I was like very convinced, like I'm gonna be a doctor. I was doing great at school, but I never liked it.
Oh, okay.
Never liked it. But at the same time, that helped me with cooking. You know, when you study biology, chemistry, and
Yes.
in cooking, you definitely
use the sciences.
Absolutely, especially chemistry and
Yes.
anatomy and all those kind of things.
Wow. Well, I have to ask, how did your parents feel about your switch in
Honestly,
careers?
6 months, my dad never even said good morning to me. So just like he was
So angry and hurt.
And he thought, like in his mind, he's like, "You're gonna be a server, you're gonna be a waiter, you're gonna be, like no, it's hotel management, it's hospitality, you can be a minister out of that, like you know what I mean."
Well, I'm glad you made the switch for our selfish reasons.
Thank
We're
you.
glad you made that switch.
I'm glad I'm doing something I like. I'm doing something I honestly not I like. I love. For me, at the beginning, I chose to go to this kind of school because of people. I want to be with people. I want to entertain people. I love to be around people. Always even front of the house and back of the house. I want to make sure that always people are entertained and enjoying whatever they're doing, meals or attending events or anything. So that's what made me really crazy about going this kind of business. But for a family guy at the beginning, it was like it definitely is not a good choice. Because you'll be spending most of the holidays and the good time that people are off, you're going to be working because that's what people go on holidays.
I know about that.
For sure. So this is how it started. And right now I'm here at Handyford Village enjoying what I'm doing, and that's it.
That's great. Now you mentioned family. You have a wife, you have children?
Yes. I have right now I have a wife. I have 2 daughters and 1 son. So my son is from my first marriage, and now this is my second marriage.
Very nice, very nice.
So right now, yes, I live with a wife and 2 daughters.
Okay. Well, what is your favorite aspect of living in America since you chose to stay here? What's the best part of living here?
Honestly, it's the opportunities and the chance to grow and to learn more always because of that melting cultures in America. So like for example, if I'm still in Lebanon, I'll be like cooking maybe just Lebanese food or some Italian, French, maybe that's what mostly, or whatever comes from outside, just as a new. But in here, it's about learning more. It's about not only food and it's cultures, it's people, it's you have more opportunities, you have potential to grow in any kind of business. I had my own restaurants 3 times.
Ah,
So
where were they?
first one was in Redford, was a small one, just like fried chicken. That was my first one.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, I was like 20 something, and then after that, I opened in Brighton. I had a restaurant that was called Table 7. It was kind of Mediterranean, and I called it Table 7 based on 7 countries around the Mediterranean kitchen
Oh.
cuisine. So that was good, but that was a long drive for me. I was living back then. I was living in Taylor.
Yeah,
Back
that's
then.
a long drive.
Very long drive. So, but I got that going, and then we sold that restaurant. Usually, my concern or my view of restaurants is open it, let it go, let it succeed, and then sell it. Because at the end, it's gonna go down. This is how restaurants are. It's ups and downs.
That's true. It's very
So it
difficult.
was
to make a
more,
living.
and this honestly, in restaurant business, you gotta be a businessman too.
Absolutely.
So it was like more investment than just like opening that kind of restaurant in that area. So I took my money, went back to work for a little bit until I found another restaurant. I opened another one in Warren City. It was called Alexander's,
Oh, yes.
and then I sold it too. So
And now here you are with us. You don't own any other restaurants, right?
No,
We
that's-
got you all to ourselves?
exactly.
Good.
Before here, I was working with with a company that were opening two restaurants, like Greek and Lebanese like concepts, and I finished those 2 restaurants, and then I started with Henry Ford Village.
Okay. Well, let's go a little bit more into the dining services aspect of Henry Ford Village. Does anybody ever send you any messages, any concerns or thoughts? Anybody express any opinions to you that you'd
Definitely,
like
yeah.
to share?
Actually, what we do, there's the Odyssey that I always check it. I
Right.
always see it. That's definitely something we need every day. We need to check it.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever have my office number or my cell or my even my email address, they definitely send me emails. A lot of people do actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of comments have you been getting? Good, bad, indifferent? What are they like?
Mostly about diet, difference in diets. Some people they can't eat this, they can't eat. So
Yeah.
please, chef, can we make sure that we get this kind instead of that kind? Or I haven't been going to the dining room. Can you please make sure I get like plain protein with nothing on it, plain rice, plain vegetable. So that's something
Everyone's different.
yeah, and I really take those into like seriously into consideration, and I make sure that this is done. Like I have a lady right now, she cannot come to the dining room, and I make sure she get her meals 6 days a week.
That's great. That's great.
So most of the times, yes. Honestly, a lot of times, like there were the compliments about specials, compliments about the show. But definitely, there is sometimes like, oh, Gus, that lamb yesterday was horrible, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I appreciate any comment, I don't
Yeah.
take anything personal. I don't make at the end. I just take it and make sure I fix it and make sure that next time we serve that item or whatever, I make sure that I choose like the right item or the right way of cooking it, or just like always consider everybody's comments.
Well, we appreciate your professionalism in
Thank
trying
you.
to cater to everyone. So, what is the most popular food that you've been cooking lately?
Again, there's we'll talk about the new menu maybe later, but yeah, there's the new menu right now. As you guys can see, I'm very like Mediterranean food. I'm very like you've been dining with, you've been seeing like specials and the menus. Menus sometimes is just like based on what you guys like, but specials are the things that I feel like I want to cook.
Good.
You know what
Good.
I mean? So yeah, it's mostly Mediterranean. I say
That's
Mediterranean food. Yes.
good. So, what are your plans now for the coming months in the dining services?
Honestly, like right now, since it's gonna be summer now, it's spring. We just started with the spring menu, spring summer menu. So far, it's going great. So far, people liking it. I'm sure. I mean, I don't want to say 100% the menu is perfect. I'm sure everybody has different taste buds
Sure.
and different background, different culture. Like I have Italian people; they don't even speak English in the dining room.
Yeah.
I have people like Arab people; they don't even speak English too. Like you know what I mean? So it's not like okay, like you will love meatloaf, but I'm sure the Lebanese ladies won't like that meatloaf, or the Italian guy, I'm sure he won't like the Mexican food. You know, so I'm trying on each menu. If I say fish, pork and beef today, for example, at least the pork is something Mediterranean, the beef is something Mexican. You know, it's just
Yeah.
trying to compromise.
It's very difficult, I would think. That would be the hardest part of your job, is trying to
Exactly.
please all sorts of people with
Absolutely.
all sorts of
And at a
menus.
certain time, we had at one time actually, we had some issues with the menu, people complaining about sauces. But at the end, when we had two food suppliers, and now we have only one food supplier. When you have two food suppliers, you can choose more items, especially as proteins. Like instead of, when I say beef, I can use sirloin, I can use tenderloin, I can use pot roast, I can use a lot of pieces of meat. But if I have more than one supplier, I have more options, I have more choices. But with one supplier, if I have two kinds of beef I can use, I mean, I'm not gonna, okay, today I'm gonna roast it, tomorrow I'm gonna saute it, after that I'm gonna bake it. What else? What's next? You guys gonna be bored, not me.
Yes.
For me, my job is very easy this way. But if honestly, if I wanna do something that really stands out and make everybody likes it or love it, let's say, for me, I don't like it. It's gotta be love it. So,
I love your attitude. I love it.
So this is what we want to say. So like when I want to cook, I gotta make that piece of meat. It's the piece at the end. It's meat. It's gonna taste like meat, but I need to add something to it other than spices. Sometimes maybe sauce.
Yes.
Most people don't like sauces. Maybe
I do.
yeah, you do.
Absolutely,
You
I
do
do.
like, and this is me. I mean, and especially if you go to the highest end restaurants, you see like every dish has a sauce on. Because okay, I marinate the chicken to make it tender, to make it juicy, to make it more flavorful, just more than just like the wild chicken flavor or the beef. So
What do you enjoy most about cooking? The creativity, or?
definitely the creativity and the result at the end. And when I go to dining room and see Sylvia, and Sylvia says, "Oh my God, that salmon was amazing yesterday." That makes me go to the kitchen and do another special today and make sure that everybody will love it.
That's great.
So that gives me a big push. I don't want to say that when you say the negative comments won't give me that push, but maybe a little bit like instead of going there not happy cooking or just like, you know what I mean? It's
Just help you change direction a little bit.
100%.
Yeah. You've had some challenges in the dining services area lately. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Definitely.
Go
definitely.
ahead. Tell us what are
Yes.
your challenges right now.
Actually, what's going on right now? I'm the executive chef. We have 3 kitchens. Each kitchen has a sous chef that's responsible for it, and each sous chef has his own cooks, 3, 4, 5 sometimes. Right now, every kitchen in Handy Fort Village doesn't have enough people to work. Even Great Lakes, I don't even have a sous chef there. So I'm the executive chef. I have 2 sous chefs, one in HRC and one in St. Clair. Great Lakes, I don't have sous chef. Cooks, we are very short on cooks.
Wow.
And plus, in the same time, you have like 2 in each kitchen, but in the same time, we have life, we have people outside, things happen. Sometimes they want to take off. Like one of the cooks, his mom passed away not too long ago, 2 days ago, so he had to take off. Another guy that has the medical leave, he had to go, and then now he just came back. We are posting jobs. I'm working with the human resource every day. I go to the human resource. I work with Rebecca every day, and we check on whatever resumes she has, and just like let's do interviews. If they show up to the interview, we'll go, we'll see, and then if we hire them, they don't show up for paperwork. If they show up for paperwork, they don't show up for work.
Oh.
I hired a sous chef not too long ago, and for 2 weeks he called 5 times off.
Oh my goodness.
Dishwashers, there is one dishwasher during the day. He works 5 days for a Great Lakes kitchen. Great Lakes kitchen has cafe, has the dining room, so it's like a huge kitchen. Just like utensils and big pots and big sheet pans and those kind of things. You need 3 people just to finish that. This guy's doing a great job. So since I'm on the camera and in the show and everybody's watching me right now, honestly, I just want to say thank you to all the Handy Fort Village staff and in every department. Just want to say thank you to whoever's showing up to work every day and making sure that the residents are happy. Dining services, honestly, they're doing a great job. They're getting burned, like literally burned.
Yes.
I've been working weekends myself. A lot of people they've been they've been called in to work on their day off, and they're all coming, and that's amazing. And honestly, I just want to say thank you to all of them. I appreciate every one of them, and I appreciate you guys' patience too as residents, because honestly, it's not only us. Even the biggest companies that right now are planning on shutting down some of their
Wow.
plants. Chrysler is doing that very soon, I believe. One of the plants. Restaurants are closing. There's no employees. Everybody's on unemployment.
Goodness.
And the thing is, honestly, whoever is working right now, whoever is getting paid cash, which is illegal and stuff, like there's scary stuff going on around.
Yes.
And whoever and whoever wants to work, he's not gonna be. I mean, he's not. He would rather sit home making $500 than coming to work and make $500 for 40 hours. So what's going on right now? Everybody's trying to pay more to get employees in. Instead of, like, for example, if I pay $15 an hour for a cook, I gotta pay $22 an hour for a cook right now to come just show up to work and do the job.
We appreciate so much all that you're going through. It's got to be incredibly frustrating and difficult for you, but let us hope there's light at the end of the tunnel. Eventually, these subsidies for people that are staying home to do nothing will end, and people will be begging for jobs, I hope. Pollyanna that I
There's
am,
thousands
I
and
hope that's the
thousands
case.
of, but right now there's something
Yeah.
I just heard. I believe that the unemployment insurance agency right now, they're not gonna be given any money if you don't show that you're looking for a job.
Good.
Okay, but even if they look for a job, as I said, they don't show up or
Yeah.
for an interview.
Oh, it's so
Or
hard.
if they come to the interview, they make sure that they just like they look bad in the interview so they don't get hired.
Just so they can say they were looking.
Yeah, here we are, and I can show you a video if you want.
Oh, gosh, that's
So it's thank God I have people that have been here a long time, that they care about their jobs, they respect what they're doing, they love what they're doing, and they really care about the residents, how the residents feel, honestly.
On behalf of all the residents, I want to say thank you to the staff as well. So now let's get on to a happier subject. Let's hope it can be happier. I know you're very short of staff, so does that mean there's not much hope of doing the outdoor lunches that you were doing last year?
I was getting to that actually.
Okay.
I've been telling people that we are hoping that we can hire people, because for that one, if we open 5 days a week, that grill, you need one assigned person just to do this, between prepping the night before and getting it there and just make your
It's a lot
stuff
of
ready.
work.
And with the sun and all day, and then after that they gotta clean and go back there and prep for the.
Yeah.
I need someone assigned. And right now, at this time, definitely I don't have the extra person to do that. Even last year when we did it, we were a little short actually
Yeah.
too, but we did it.
Yes, you did.
And
Did remarkably well.
and honestly, I don't want to overwhelm my staff more. Even
No,
if
you
I go
don't.
there, I'll be overwhelmed, because right
Right.
now I'm a big hand, like help for them in the kitchen. Like I do stuff by hand. I do stuff. Go. Just let's finish. Okay, dinner's ready. Let's go. This is
Well, hopefully we can all be patient and wait until it is
hopefully.
possible again.
Hopefully.
So what else would you like to tell us about?
I just want to tell you guys that we are all honestly doing our best. We are all working like really hard, really hard. I mean, if our schedule says 10 o'clock, sometimes we come in at 8. Sometimes if it says 5 o'clock, we stay till 7. You know, it's just like everybody around. But at the end, even with all this going on, I just want everybody to know that we all enjoying what we're doing. We're all loving that food that we're cooking for you guys. And I'm always open. I'm always open for any suggestions. I'm always open for any comments. I'm always open for any even like special diets. And sometimes by the way, I do like personal. Like there's a couple here. I did the Passover dinner for them, and that was they really loved it. They really appreciated it. I had to come on my day off, honestly,
Oh
doing
my
it too.
goodness.
So yeah, I mean, if you come to me and tell me, hey, I have something personal, I always take it personal myself, because for me, I'm trying to build a great relationship with everyone around here. Honestly, I want to be loved just like the way I love everybody. That's
I think
all.
you are.
Thank you so much.
I think you are.
So I mean, when it comes to food, as I said, taste buds are different. But I'm like I always tell everybody, if you don't like it, don't eat it. Don't wait until you finish and you give me that complaint. Just like you don't want it, send it back. We can make you anything you like, even if it's not on the menu. I mean, I don't want to make it like really open this way, but at the end, honestly, I mean, whatever we have on the menu or whatever, if stuff I have in the kitchen and you want it, I would definitely can make it, me and my staff, and they all have the same attitude. I just want everybody to know that. So please, everybody, don't eat something you don't like. Send it back right away, and we definitely can fix you something right away so you can eat and enjoy your dinner with the rest of the group that you're dining with.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
no. Nobody is obligated to eat. I mean myself. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna eat it. Even if a little kid I'm feeding, if he's not gonna like it, he's not gonna eat it.
That's true.
So please, yeah, consider that, and don't consider that. Oh, this is what Gus is feeding. No, Gus wants to feed you the best. Gus wants to make sure that you guys are always happy, eating the best food and flavors and cultures, and this is in every dish I have. Honestly, there is a story and there is like culture and background, you know. It's just it's that's the way I cook.
Yeah. I do wish that you had more time to talk with us like you used to in the dining room, because we would love to know the backstory of some of the things you cook. And
Sometimes I go in the back, but just like sweating and hey, yeah, good to go back. You know?
yeah, well, we appreciate you so very much, Gus. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your extremely busy day
Yeah.
to be here and explain what's going on in the dining room, the challenges you're having, and it was great getting to know a little bit about your own personal background. So we hope we have you around here for many years to come.
I appreciate
and
that.
they will get better and better and better years.
My plan was just to retire in this place, but
Good.
at the same time, making sure that giving you guys my best and making sure that I'm always productive and making sure I'm always creating new things, and that's what I do. I'm always learning. I'm always trying my best, honestly, to give you guys the best food. So I want to thank you for having me. That I always wanted to talk to everyone. I talk to some people that I know, and when I go to the dining room, some people they want me to approach. Some people I feel they don't want me to approach. I always respect that.
That's very good.
And but at the end, I just want to tell everybody that I'm here for you guys. I'm cooking for you. I'm not cooking for myself. So any suggestion, anything you would like to see on the menu, my email is gusyunis@hfvillage.com, and I'm always open. Thank you so much again for having me, Sylvia.
Thank you. We're blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you.